promos and backstage shit and fucking toilet humor and then fucking 1 minute of wrestling.
What did you think of ECW at the time? 97, 98, 99?
ECW had wrestling on their TV. I enjoyed
Was it
it.
all good wrestling?
I enjoyed it. What bad wrestling matches did ECW have in 99?
Balls Mahoney.
That wasn't a bad wrestling match. They put him out there for 5 minutes to do spots. You couldn't stand it, but the guy was over.
When I watched ECW, I liked when the FBI wrestled. Guido. I liked Taz.
I loved
I like Shane Douglas.
Guido.
Raven was gone.
Guido versus Crazy or fucking Tajiri. Guido, Tajiri, Crazy.
You're going on a little. You're in 2000. Let's go back 97.
Oh, but he was even great then. But I'm talking those matches.
Guido.
Are unfucking real. If you go back and watch some of those, Guido wrestling with these guys, dude. To this day, fucking Guido can go. I wrestled him over the summer, man. That guy is a stud still. Oh man, anyone who's out there who fucking get their hands on some, I know his bookings have picked up a little bit as of late because I've seen his name on quite a few places. So that's awesome. I'm glad to see that because that dude is good. That's good. To me, Guido is possibly one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time.
I don't know if he's underrated.
Really, is he underrated?
I don't think he's underrated.
Who sits there and brings up little Guido matches?
Because he's not around.
He was around for fucking 20 years.
But he hasn't been around in about 20 years now.
Right, but even at that point, he was still a fucking utility guy, and you know what I mean? He never got fucking praise in my book. Like, I never saw anyone going like, yo, what about Guido?
Alright, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking people could say that, like, Kurt Hennig was underrated, but that guy had, like, championship reigns and was
I don't think anybody said he's underrated.
Well, then it's mainly because he was never a heavyweight champion. Same thing like Rick Rude or something like that. Always
Rick Rude was a heavyweight champion.
Oh, not at WWE?
No, WCW was.
Hold on.
The gold belt.
Did you ever see Slamboree 96 where DDP won Battle Bowl? There was like 25 matches on that show. No, Anthony Tarantino, I'm going to watch that tonight.
Anthony, hold on a minute.
Because I love shitty wrestling.
When he won Battle Bowl and he was supposed to get a heavyweight title shot and he never got it? Is that the one you're talking about?
Tremendous. I thought ECW matches were straight up hardcore all the time. Absolutely not. Nick Speranzo.
Really?
Nick, the heavyweight champ. Come on, dude.
No, they had a lot of good wrestling. A lot of good wrestling.
Go back and watch any of the pay-per-views fucking at all.
Barely
Legal. Watch Barely Legal. I think the first 3 or 4 matches are just straight wrestling.
The Dudleys versus Eliminators was a spot fest.
Oh, that was a damn good spot fest.
It wasn't hardcore. Hardcore, I think, in that show, maybe the three-way dance.
The three-way dance got a bit hardcore. Taz and Sabu got a bit hardcore.
But not hardcore like we know it. It was a little different.
Nah, Dreamer and
Dreamer wasn't on the show.
Not Dreamer. RVD and Lan. He actually was on the show. He did commentary.
Right, but he didn't wrestle.
RVD. It's go the same way toward my house. RVD and Lance Storm had a match on that show, and they involved a chair, but it wasn't really hardcore. Then you had fucking the fucking 6-man Japanese lucha match, which was fucking insanity.
But it wasn't hardcore.
No, dude, fucking Nick, go back and watch it. Dude, even going back to like the 98, 99 let's go with 99 pay-per-views, because that's when I was buying every ECW pay-per-view like clockwork.
They had the Stairway to Heaven Hell match.
Right, but like there was, I mean, you'd have a match where it was like...
What about Terry Funk for Sabu? They had to cut Terry Funk out of the fucking...
That wasn't on pay-per-view, that was Born to be Wired.
That wasn't a pay-per-view?
Was not, they didn't they didn't have that on pay-per-view. That was a VHS release. But no, so again, going back, I'll go Heatwave 98, where like fucking Candido and Storm is a great wrestling match. You had fucking, I think, Tajiri and Crazy on there as well. Great wrestling match. Sabu and Van Dam versus Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinsaki. They involved a table at the end, but it was a great wrestling match. Taz and Bam Bam. They brawled around, but fucking great wrestling match.
They only went through the fucking floor?
That was, I believe, when they went through the floor.
Ring.
No, the ring was Asbury Park, because the main event they had to fucking close that off, and Lance Storm and
the main event was Al Snow and Shane Douglas. That was a good match.
It was fucking Al Snow and Shane Douglas. What's your opinion on Mike Awesome? I felt he had tools to be bigger, but got pushed in bad directions. Vincent, the only reason that you feel that he had the tools was because they booked him right. Because
I don't think Mike Awesome was good at all.
He wasn't. They gave him 5-minute matches. They said, Mike, what do you do well? I jump high and I fucking throw people around. You have 5 minutes to jump high and throw people around. That's what he did. You give Mike Awesome a longer match, or you give him a match where he's got to make someone else look good. He didn't look good. That's why WCW did nothing with him. But he got in there with Masato Tanaka, who was a fucking punching bag in every match, and he looked phenomenal.
That poor guy took some fucking serious hit shots.
Dude, and he's still going. He's in the best shape of his life in Japan right now. Tanaka's a bad motherfucker. Yeah, every Bam Bam Taz match was great because it made Taz look like a bad motherfucker, and honestly, Bam Bam never lost anything tapping to him.
Yeah. When did he tap to him?
In the fucking match that went through the ring.
No, when he went to the
No, it went through the walkway, yeah. Because Shane Douglas, he was grabbing for the ropes, he wasn't tapping out. He was grabbing for the ropes. I was a huge Shane Douglas fan. Still a huge Shane Douglas fan.
Hardcore, I'd say, would be Raven and Sandman, that feud.
Yeah, but even Raven could get in there and fucking work his ass off depending on his opponent. That was the thing. Like, Sandman was going to do garbage wrestling no matter what. Dreamer was going to do a lot of the hardcore because that was, no one was paying Dreamer to fucking do toe hold. Same with Sabu. No one was paying fucking Sabu for chain wrestling.
I liked Sabu versus Taz, but other than that, I was never into Sabu.
Oh, dude, I fucking loved Sabu, man.
I was really never into RVD either.
I was a big RVD fan, but to me, Sabu was one of the reasons that I wanted to be a fucking wrestler.
I always liked Taz, and I mean, in Taz...
Oh, Taz is awesome.
When he smacks Stevie Richards in the face, like that shit, that he didn't have much of a personality, but when he did show some of it,
brother! And listening to fucking Cyrus and Lance Storm's fucking podcast where
they won together.
Lance Storm and Cyrus, yeah, dude, it's phenomenal. You don't listen to this?
I know.
Oh, dude, Killing the Towns, gotta check it out. Really fucking good. And they talk they talk about wrestling, and then for like the last half hour or so, they're going week by week on ECW TV, and just going through what happened and giving like a backstage shoot, which is where they shit on Vito. But fucking Cyrus goes, if you're playing a drinking game during this Taz promo and take a shot every time he says, brother, you're gonna die.
Am I making it right here?
Take the right ski here. Go down to Queens Boulevard and find that up. Sabu Scorpio was a really fucking great set of matches, absolutely. Shane versus Pillman in ECW was the white horse that got away. Yeah, that was fucking pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever seen that match.
I don't think it was the feud. I don't even know if the match happened. But that feud was money. It was Shane defending the company and fucking Pillman being the loose cannon. I'm gonna whip out my Johnson and piss all over the ring. That guy was a fucking man. Sabu had a barbed wire match with Terry Funk. Sabu has had many barbed wire matches, but that was the famous one that he had with Terry Funk. There was also the original barbed wire match, which was Terry and Dory Funk versus the Public Enemy in '94.
That was any good?
It was a fucking bloodbath. It was a huge brawl.
Dory was bleeding? I
think so. I remember they were both wearing long sleeves. It was weird. That might have been the match where they fucking hung Rocco Rock off the fucking roof of the place or whatever.
Is that network?
No, it's not because it's '94.
It was on TV though? ECW TV?
Yeah, they always showed it in the intro. Cactus Sandman was the second one. Yeah, it was another one. Sweet Christmas, man. Fucking bringing back these ECW memories. There's a lot of there's an account on YouTube that I follow, or subscribe to rather, where the guy has been uploading ECW fan cams, and ECW like VHS releases, like, It Ain't Seinfeld, or, all them old ones from like the fucking heyday of ECW. And, I mean, there's a lot of bad wrestling on there. Like, I'm a huge ECW fan. A lot of bad fucking wrestling on there. You get fucking the Broad Street Bully against fucking Joel Hartgood.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna take a left on Queens Boulevard. I don't believe that's this.
No.
Yeah, it's up there. Or I might even just put you on to Queens Boulevard.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It does.
Yeah. Joel fucking Hartgood. So.
Alright, see you next week.
This guy.
Alright. Have a sign off. Let's go. Say goodbye. Bye. Alright, have a sign off.
I'm just gonna fuck with Joe at this point. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope to see you next week. Hopefully I'll be in better spirits, and hopefully I'll be able to do this from my phone so that T-Mobile and UPS don't fucking shit the bed again. King of Chaos NYC on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Please give me a follow or a like. We're getting pulled over by the cops right now, as you can see. Oh, apparently it's not us.
It's not even a cop.
I'm fucking you. They don't know this, you jerk. This fucker doesn't know about kayfabe. Anyway, Warriors of Wrestling on all social media. Fucking show some love. Logan Black, Joey B. Oh, tomorrow you can find me at Blitzkrieg Pro Wrestling. Saturday I'll be at Capital Pro Wrestling. Come chill with me at the merch table. Love yous. Take care.